Hey, this is Mr. Everything, and I have a video I wanted to show about Forza Horizon 2. I really like Forza 5, so I wanted to just talk about this one. I wanted to show some gameplay and just kind of what you can expect from the demo, because it comes out in about, I think, the 30th, so a little under 2 weeks. And I have my wheel set up right now. I don't know why I shook it, but I have that set up, so I can't really get a straight ahead picture or capture of my TV. So I don't know how much I want to really show, but I figured I would at least talk about my experiences with the game. And I think I'm gonna do a clip and then show just like me kind of with the racing wheel on the playseat challenge, because I know both the video of that and the playseat I got a fair amount of views, so maybe people just want to see that and you'll be able to hear with the game, and I can talk about some things. So I'm just going to go ahead and before I do that, just tell you how I have everything set up in the settings. I have the difficulty Drivatar on average, which I found to be pretty competitive there. Turn the ABS off. The steering I have on normal, traction control off, stability control off, shifting manual, the driving lines braking only, tire and damage and tire wear simulation and rewinds off. And now, if you saw my Forza 5 videos, I play with all the assists off. But I kind of figured, this is an open world game where, you're going to be going off-road and stuff, so you really don't want so much, realism in a game like this, because it just won't be fun. If you want a simulation, that Project Cars is coming out, and you have, well, actually, let me just say what Don Madrick would say. If you're looking for a simulator, we already have that. It's called Forza Motorsport 5. So, yeah, I kind of would rather play this game just for fun over realism. And I think that's what you should do, too. I mean, if you're just looking to get a simulation out of this, I don't know how much fun you can have with it. Like, I noticed you can't turn the radio off, and I have the radio station turned down, so I don't, get copyright in case the songs are copyrighted. But it's just not, I like the experience. I just like that you have a game out there like that still kind of has the Forza name and their quality, but in their realism, but you can make it arcadey and fun. So I would personally like to have the radio turned up and, not have all the assists on, so you don't have to always step on the brake or throttle control, and it's pretty fun. And if you're definitely getting into just racing or something, then you might want, all the assists on and then maybe gradually turn them off. You get more credits and points, though, if you have them on or off, so I definitely suggest if you have the wheel to turn the manual shifting on, you can just use the paddle shifters. And again, we're not really racing for realism, it's just to have fun, so you don't have to worry about time and shifts or over revving or anything. And usually once I get in gear, I don't even need to change out in a race, so it's just an easy way. If you have a controller, there's really no point. Too many buttons to press on a controller if you're doing that, but let me see if I want to show you how to go into online. You just go to that and you automatically switch to online. It seems to really only get 2 events. You got a circuit race and it's just a checkpoint race. And the game doesn't save. You can see there's a little circle sometimes that pops up down there. So maybe it saves stuff to the cloud, but I don't know if you can get further in the game or not, but then again, it is a demo, so maybe it's just you can't save, because every time I've restarted it, you have to restart. The game starts out with a little intro video. You can't skip it, but it's not too bad. One of the things I don't like is when you get this little cutscene, because you can't control your car while it does that. I just don't like that.
In the meantime, enjoy yourself in free roam.
If the first time you go past the speeding camera, it takes you out of the car and shows you that, and then you resume, and then I almost wreck every time. It's just, I don't like that feature. But I haven't seen too many cutscenes or problems, so it's not that bad. You get 3 radio stations. I listened, I think, to XM, or what's it called? XS. I really don't care for the music that much. It's a little too, you know, like, the pop stations are a little bit too limp-wristed for me, and the others like a little bit too frat boy. Yeah, man, let's go get drunk, man. Party. They're a little bit too much like that for me. But I like some classic rock or some heavier music, but it's not too bad. Well, I'm just going to see if I can make a race, and I'll show you what the weather looks like. I'm just going to make a clip here, and then I'll come back whenever I can get into a race and change the weather. So there, if you go to like a regular story or just offline race, and then you switch on to online, you can kind of create your own lobby, and then you just wait until someone gets sent into it. It seems that the drivatars, like, they're in the offline, so you're still kind of online because it's the drivatar AI racers, not like just strictly game, like just the game AI. But then when you go online, I guess the drivatars are replaced by just regular real-time racers.
What are you going for that for?
Looks like we got that tough guy on the other end there just talking through his mic. That's annoying. There's really no way to mute so far that I've noticed. Sounds like he's probably a Honda Civic driver. Let's see how many people joined. Just one. So I'm going to show this race, and I'll probably like halfway through back out of the angle to show like a little bit of me like me physically driving. So again, this is with the rain on. I want you to be able to see some of the rain in different camera angles. Again, I would prefer to play in the cockpit because it adds more immersion. You know, why would you buy a racing wheel and setup to even this game? I just kind of would like to have the cockpit view, but you definitely have these other views. The rain effects look really good in this game. I did originally try. Originally try with the simulation steering and stuff, but it was just a bit too hard. You'd go off the road too much, and again, most of the people that'll be playing this game aren't going to be using no assists and stuff. Or using wheels. They're going to be using a controller. So it just wouldn't be that fun to be spinning out and stuff. That's fine for a track game, or but something like this, I see this as a game that I don't want to worry about time and realism. I don't want to have to worry about braking, and I just want to kind of stay on the gas and do it that way. That's another thing, like crashing isn't too bad. Like if you bump into a tree, unless you hit it smack on, it won't really stop you, it'll just slow you down. This guy's a punk. You can hear his low IQ. This guy probably drives a Honda Civic in real life. Let's see. Can't. If you're in the story mode, or I guess it would be campaign, I'm just gonna leave this match because this guy's an idiot. So I figured I'd show a little bit more of the rainy weather. I'm gonna turn the volume down just a bit. Uh, I wanted to start that race because you can change the weather to what you want, and I was going to. Well, I got interrupted here. That's another thing that's annoying is the voices because you can't skip them on Motorsport you could, but this is just a demo. And you're not gonna see me fighting the wheel too much because I have the vibration I think on 60 and the force feedback on like 80. On Forza 5 I run them both at 100, but again it's more of a fun thing, you know, and plus with all the off-roading your wheel would just be working overtime with all the rumble effects and everything and you'd just be thrown all over the place. I just prefer it to be a little bit lower. I haven't had trouble with this Thrustmaster wheel, but you know, why risk damaging it if you let it get too hot, but it shouldn't be like that. I wanted to show more of that last race, but the guy was an idiot and wrecked both of our cars. So that's why, again, I'm on offline mode, but you can still see there's drivatars. And I could run that race again, but there's really no need to because you can't really see it that well. But you can take my word for it, it definitely looks good. I really like this first-person cockpit view though, because it's really fun to drive through the grass and like through the heavier vegetation because, like right here, oh I missed it, went over. Because you can't see what's ahead of you, and it really adds that extra excitement. Because sometimes you'll run into a tree or a wall, and it'll kind of make you jump. I really like that, so I like that view. But again, you can play, you know, on a view like this too. So I don't really want to show too much more because I know it's not coming across on the camera too great. It's definitely a game I would pick up. I personally wouldn't pay the 60 for it, but if I'm gonna put 60 toward a racing game, I think I would want Project Cars with all the content and, you know, realism that game is so far promising, and I would say probably will come close to delivering to everyone's expectation. I like this. The demo takes a little while to download. It's 10 gigabytes, so as far as I know, it'll be open for a while. The community seems a little bit smaller already because when I first day it came out, I played it for an hour or so, and my race had like 6 cars in it, and it wasn't just the one idiot that I got stuck with now. It just thinks it's fun to play like a moron, but I guess that's to be expected, especially with a game like this. So that's why you want to make sure to turn off a lot of your assists or turn them or leave them on actually. Again, sorry about the capture. I wanted to do this last part at least so you could see the wheel. I don't know if there's any way I can correct that with lighting or anything, or I might just be better getting a capture card, but so the next time I have a little bit extra money I can put into getting some more equipment, I'll look into getting one of those. So again, you can download the demo anytime you want, and the game will come out on the 30th, so if you want to just try it out, even playing on a gamepad, still pretty fun. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I know, again, it wasn't the greatest, but hopefully just my opinions and stuff on it was worth it. I figured it would be better than just like showing me or something like that, that at least you could hear the game running and maybe see some of it. Another thing I could try is maybe doing some Xbox recorded clips, but you can only do 5 minutes at a time, so I'd have to kind of mend them together. And hopefully you can just view of the wheel here helps out, or give you an idea if you would like to get a wheel for it or something. So I hope it didn't go too long. I just wanted to talk about some different things as I was playing them in the game. So thanks for watching. Like it if you did, and if you want to subscribe, please do. And thanks for watching.